Hey all beautiful souls, how are you doing today? I'm back with another tarot reading and this one has interesting title. The title is What is blocking you and how it is helping you grow. Since I believe that all blockages are actual redirection, changing your direction towards different path, or sometimes blockages are the spot where you need to focus in order to grow, in order to overcome something, in order to see something that needs to be seen. So, without further ado, let's get started with the pile picking. I have my Archangel Oracle cards as a cards between which you can make selection. Well, this is something different. Usually I use other decks, but this time I felt like using some Archangels as I was just checking my drawer and checking my cards. The first thing that I grabbed was the Archangel deck, so I'm like, okay, let's use some Archangels. So here we go. Let's see which card is going to represent the first group, the first pile, which Archangel. Okay. So for pile number 1 we have Archangel Muriel. Alright, let's see which card is representing our second group, our second pile. For pile number 2 we have Archangel Amethyst. And finally, let's see which card represents our final group. Did I say final group actually previously? I think I did. Well, this is the final group actually. For pile number 3 we have Lady Gaia. So we have 3 archangels in front of us. Whichever of the cards is attracting you the most, whichever of the cards your intuition is leading you towards, select that one. That card is going to lead you to your reading. Feel free to pause if you need to. Anyways, after I stop talking, you will see the cards on a bigger screen, on a wider screen with a clearer background. Feel free to pause if you need to. Just do whatever ritual you are doing when you are selecting your card, and I will meet you at your reading. Hello there, pile number 1. For those of you who have chosen Archangel Muriel, let's look at the card and let's see what the message is. The card is saying to you, trust your own wisdom, have faith in your psychic impressions. Alright, so indeed when I look at this card, the first impression that I get from it is about something that feels sacred. And the card is saying to you to trust your own intuition, to trust the voice that comes from within. Maybe deep down you are feeling something. Maybe deep down there are some kind of messages that are arising, some kind of sensations that you are getting, but you are not convinced that they are actual truth, that they are actual psychic kind of messages. This card is saying to you actually to trust yourself, to trust your own experience, to trust your own feelings, your own gut feelings. And in other words, I have a feeling that the card is saying to you to be one with yourself. I mean, to trust, just to trust your instinct, to trust your own well, your own your own ways of doing things. I mean, the key word that I'm picking up from this card is actually the word oneness, and I do feel that this card is somehow uniting you with body, spirit. I mean, uniting body, spirit, and mind in one, and everything is flowing. This kind of vibe I'm picking up from the card, and this is the message for you. I feel that this archangel is trying to say to you to be more in alignment with your higher goals, with your higher self, and to trust that inner voice that is giving you guidance, that is saying to you to keep moving forward. Alright, let's take some tarot cards and see what messages we are going to get. Today I'm using some of my cutest deck, my bunnies, my own Alpine tarot cards. It's been a while since I've used them, and we are starting a new year. We are still in January, so let's check them out again. Let's use the bunnies. So let me reshuffle my cards, and the candle just went off. Okay, I don't have another candle nearby, so just bear with me until I quickly run and get another one. I don't want to pause yet, so I'll be back. Okay, it took me a bit longer to find one, so I had to pause in the end. So let's light up our candle again. Fresh start, new start, and let's see what tarot has for you. Pile number 1. We are going to talk about blockages. So Spirit, what is your message for pile number 1? What is that thing that pile number 1 doesn't dare to look at? What is that thing that pile number 1 realizes deep down but doesn't dare to say it out loud or admit it or runs away from it? One card that is shying away. We have 7 of Cups, and in the bottom of the deck we have 4 of Wands. Okay, well, the message that I got right away from the 7 of Cups is indecisiveness. I do feel that there are a lot of options, there are a lot of things that are in front of you, and you are not sure what is the thing that is meant for you. You are not sure what is the path that you are meant to walk, that stability, that feeling that you are at home with the 4 of Wands. So the 7 of Cups is saying to me that deep down you are still searching for yourself. Deep down you are not sure who you are actually. I mean, the way I look at this card, the 7 of Cups, I see a rabbit that is staring at random cups, random things that are around there. And the questions that are arising in my mind are, the rabbit is just staring at those cups and thinking, is this cup for me? Or is this cup meant for me? Or is the other one meant for me? It's like you are trying to find yourself in something that is outside of you and still not quite exactly knowing what is that path that is meant for you. What is that path that feels like home, that feels comforting? What is that place where you belong? There are so many options, there are so many things that you can take, that directions that you can just direct yourself towards. But I do feel that you are not quite sure what is that specific thing that is meant for you. What is that specific thing that makes you you? And there was another message that just disappeared from my mind. Maybe it will come back, maybe it won't. But I do feel that this is some kind of a struggle that you are experiencing, pile number 1. You are searching for yourself. You are searching for that comfort, that feeling that will confirm your own identity and your own path. Oh, I remember what message was in my mind and it disappeared. Another thing that might be your case is what is actually coming from you and what is coming from people that are outside of you. Because when I look at this rabbit, I see that it's standing there and I see all those cups feeling kind of overwhelming. So in a way you are wondering, okay, is this coming from me or is it coming from my family, the people around me, the society, the workplace that I have, or the school that I'm attending, or this kind of topics are arising in my mind when I'm looking at this card. So please, Spirit, would you take us, I mean, where are you taking us with this message? Where are we headed? Okay, too many cards. Spirit has a lot of explanations for you, pile number 1. But we need simple ones, because the time here is, I mean, the time of the video is a bit more limited. I don't have that much time. Again, too many cards. Please, Spirit, would you give us 1 or 2 cards? What is the direction? What is the thing that you would like to express, say to pile number? Okay, I will take those. There are 4. 3 of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, 10 of Swords in an upright, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. What we have in the bottom of the deck? In the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So, Spirit is saying to you that you might feel isolated from society. You might be cutting a lot of cords from people that are around you. There might be some kind of sudden endings and things that are not working the way you want them to work. I do feel that there is some kind of energy that is more currently your energy. I feel that you are just shedding layers of yourself. That's why we saw the message that we saw with the 7 of Cups. I do feel that currently you are starting to build that identity, find out that person that lives within you, get in touch with that person. And that's why we have the 3 of Cups, which is telling me that you are a bit distancing yourself from people around you, but not from everyone, just from people that your soul does not identify with. Ace of Swords is telling me that you are digging deeper. Instead of focusing your energy outwards, your energy is pointing more inwards, in a way that you are trying to find out who you are, reflecting about it, literally thinking about it, because the swords are symbolizing thought processes, mental energy. And the 10 of Swords is telling me about endings. So I do feel that you are choosing to end certain thought patterns. You are choosing to end certain connections even. But I do feel that you are drawing a line. You are ending things. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. For the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, once again I feel that there is some kind of energy that is more directed inwards. Once again I see rabbits that are looking at plans, looking at some kind of blueprints, and they are, I mean, I feel that this card once again is trying to get you closer to the blueprint of your soul, the blueprint of your identity. Maybe some of you like reading books. That's a random message that just popped up. Maybe some of you like discovering yourself by reading stuff, by reading books, by just finding out information. And we have the Knight of Wands in an upright position. We have a rabbit that is moving forward on a horse. So I do feel that deep down this rabbit is quite scared. But even though it is scared, it tries to appear brave and just move forward. That's how I feel your energy, pile number 1. That's how I feel that you are just pushing forward. You are moving forward and just moving forward with your destiny, with your life path. Alright, please, Spirit, Are there any other messages that you have for pile number 1 regarding what we just saw? The Moon in reverse and 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Spirit is saying to you that you might feel a bit out of balance, you might feel a bit overwhelmed in general, but that overwhelming feeling is providing some sort of clarity to you in a way that okay, that message is arriving in a weird way. I'm not sure how you are going to interpret it, but I do feel from the cards that the more you are somehow serving society, serving people around you, like making small sacrifices, wasting your energy, doing things that are in a way helping other people, pleasing other people, but they feel harmful to you because you can see that this rabbit is suffering in those 2 of Pentacles. It is stuck between 2 pentacles and trying to keep the balance, and the card came in reverse. So the more you are in some kind of people-pleasing mode, well, in a way that you are doing more favors to the others than to yourself, the more you are realizing how wrong this is. And the Moon card came in reverse, which is saying that clarity is arriving to you. So if you keep on sacrificing yourself for others and neglecting yourself, this will be like some kind of a lesson for you, in a way that to remind you to stay in center, that you matter as well. The Moon card in reverse is telling me about clarity and revelation. By the way, there is something going on, some kind of a plane or something was just passing by. I'm not sure what actually is going on. The world is gone crazy anyway. But yeah, let's continue with our tarot. Yeah, once again, the message is actually clear. I'm not sure if I explained it in a clear way, but I do feel once again that the more you make sacrifices for others and neglect yourself, the more you start regretting that, and you start realizing that you matter as well, and clarity comes to you. All right. Are there any other messages that you would like to share with pile number 1, Spirit? Okay. Oh, High Priestess in an upright position and 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So what I perceive from this card, from those 2 cards actually in 2 of the cards there is water. In both cards there is water, and the Moon card is right next to the High Priestess. We also have water, so there is some kind of a depth involved in this, some kind of deep feelings and emotions. This is a way of Spirit to say to you to explore your deep feelings and emotions, explore yourself, explore your emotional world. The High Priestess usually talks about secrets, but here I feel that the water is the key element in the entire thing. Spirit is saying to you, do not run away from yourself. Do not run away from your feelings, from the things that you are maybe trying to suppress, maybe trying to tell yourself, oh, it is wrong to feel that way. It is wrong to have that kind of mentality. Spirit is saying to you, do not run away from yourself. Do not run away from your feelings or from whatever emotions are arising within you. Instead, stay there, go deeper, explore them. They are the key for your freedom. The more you are suppressing them, the more they are calcifying, the more they are staying there, they are getting more stagnant. The more you are embracing them, the more you are diving within them, you are just seeing what is the blockage, as the title suggests. You see what is the blockage, what is the thing that is not allowing you to be you in general. And that grants you freedom, pile number 1. Alright, enough with tarot. I will take some oracle cards as well. I have my animal spirit cards, but not the ones that I'm using for pile picking. Other animal spirit cards, well, I used to use those for pile picking. So, please Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 1? What messages do you have for pile number 1, Spirit? Okay. Pile number 1, Spirit really wants to talk to you. That's what I'm feeling from the cards. Please, Spirit, would you... Okay. Spirit is synthesizing. Okay, take time out. Brown bear, Spirit. Let me see if the cards are all visible. So we got the brown bear, Spirit, with number 9. Number 9 for some reason is stuck on me because it is the previous year, 2025. Number which is indicating closure, something reaching an ending. And the brown bear saying to you, take time out. What gets my attention is that the bear has its claw up, and I see something that looks a bit like a Reiki symbol, the Choku Reiki symbol. The bear spirit is saying to you, take some time for yourself. Try to preserve your energy. Your healing requires time. Not everything is happening like that in an instant. You need to respect that time that is needed for you to heal, to get back to yourself, to find the direction that you are looking for. Any other messages for pile number 1, Spirit? Okay, we have 2 more cards. Moth Spirit, surrender now. And we have another 9 in this card, it is 39. And then we have Fox Spirit. Fox Spirit, think on your feet. What I find interesting is that both cards have reddish colors. So red color I associate it with courage, with determination. Also, we can talk about root chakra with this color. The Moth Spirit is saying to you, surrender now. And I feel that the message here for you is to just accept things the way they are, instead of trying to oppose in them, instead of trying to resist what is obvious, what is going on. Try to be more accepting in order to allow yourself to live at peace with the overall environment. Oh, another interruption. Someone is ringing the doorbell. I'll be back. Apologies again for the interruption. Well, now we are moving to the Fox Spirit. The Fox Spirit is saying to you, think on your feet. Usually when this card comes, I get association with running away, moving somewhere, moving forward, escaping something. Well, when I look at this card now, the message that comes to me, think on your feet, it feels more like focus on your movement. Move with conscious idea where you are moving. In a way that first think, then move. Indeed, I feel that here the message for you is reflect on which direction you want to move. Reflection comes before any movement, any action, any gesture. First comes reflection. That's a message that I'm picking up from the Fox Spirit. And that will be my closing message for you for today, pile number 1. To be honest, I feel like taking more cards, but I want to just keep the ending a bit open in order to have more topics to reflect on, more things to unfold. So I will end it here, but this is not the end. There will be more readings like this one, which will provide insights and will give some kind of direction or point towards things that you are meant to see deep within yourself. So that was it for today, for now. Thank you very much for being with me. Oh, Before anything else, please not hesitate to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and if it provides you insights. And also, please not forget to subscribe to my channel in order to get more tarot readings and more insights. So that was it. Thank you very much for being with me. Sending you many blessings, and let's meet again in another tarot reading. Bye. Hello there, pal number 2. For those of you who have chosen Archangel Amethyst, let me see at the card. Let me take a look at the cards. The message that it carries is purify your life with love. Prepare for something better. And I do feel that this message is meant for those of you who have selected this card. I do feel that this Archangel is trying to say to you to fill up your life with something more positive, with something that has more light, in order to allow that better path to unfold on its own naturally. The Amethyst Archangel, Amethyst in general, I associate with intuition, with wisdom, with clarity. And I do feel that clarity is arriving, pile number 2. I do feel that clarity is knocking on your door, actually. It's like knowing the right answer. That's the main thing that I'm picking up from this card. Suddenly knowing the right answer, suddenly finding intuitive messages. I do feel that spirits are trying to say to you to stay positive, to fill up your space with positivity, with good things, with gratefulness, and all the positive feelings and emotions in order to allow that to manifest, in order to allow that to unfold. Alright, I will just place Archangel Amethyst here, and then I will take some tarot cards. By the way, I'm testing a new microphone. I hope that the sound is clear. I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but we will see. I already did some testing actually on the microphone, but we'll see. First, I'm going to reshuffle my cards. Well, those cards sure are loud because they are sturdier than normal tarot deck. And actually, this is my cute bunny deck. So, my Lunalpin tarot cards. So, you will see a lot of rabbits. So, please, Spirit, would you tell us what is the thing that is blocking pile number 2? What is the thing that pile number 2 doesn't dare to look at? What is that thing that would allow pile number 2 to grow? Okay, 2 cards. Nine of Wands in reverse. The Tower card in an upright position. This Tower card was showing itself right from the beginning, by the way, pile number 2. And to top it, we have the High Priestess, a card that has the number 2 actually. Alright, so what I'm perceiving from the Nine of Wands in reverse is you are not daring to look at some kind of a past wound. That's the main thing that came to me when I look at this card. It is some kind of a trauma, something that you have patched up, something that you have taken care of, but still it might linger a little bit, and just that lingering effect is scaring you to look at it. Not allowing you to look at it. And having the Tower card right next to this one is saying to me that you're afraid that a whole hell might break loose regarding that past situation. I'm not sure what kind of a past situation I'm talking about. It might be some kind of a secret that you are keeping because you have the High Priestess. High Priestess is a holder of secrets. Or it um, might be something that might have happened in your childhood, or in general something that you've been carrying from before, from long time ago, and you are somehow afraid that it might cause a lot of destruction in your present life. And once again, the High Priestess, I feel that there is depth involved within this. There is some kind of depth that surrounds in all this situation. And another thing that I'm picking up from the High Priestess is secret. I do see a rabbit doing like hush, do not say anything. So it is something that you are trying to keep in secret, trying to keep at bay. And I'm not sure how far we are going to go with the tarot since we have the High Priestess already. She's holder of secrets. Please, Spirit, would you tell us more about this situation? Is there something more that pile number two needs to know about the situation? How the situation should be approached? How pile number two can grow? Four of Swords, High Priestess once again. What a coincidence. Um, I do feel that this time the High Priestess has different message for you, pile number two. Actually, I do feel that this time the High Priestess is saying to you to go within, and Four of Swords is the next confirmation that is saying to you, meditate, go deep within, rest. Do not try to take any action, anything drastic, anything that would involve some kind of drastic movement. Instead of that, try to meditate, try to slow down, try to rest. Okay, this will be our first interruption for the day since somebody's coming home and my lamp is falling, so just bear with me for a moment. Apologies for the interruption. Um, so I was talking about the High Priestess and the Depth and the Four of Swords. So let's Four of Wands just flied off. I was not even shuffling, the Four of Wands just flied off. This card is saying to me trust. This card is saying to me to trust your journey, trust yourself, to just I don't know, it might also indicate some kind of a support here, since I see that there is a bunny that is kissing another bunny that is a bit down. But I do feel that this is like some kind of guidance from universe, from spirits, trying to say to you, just trust that everything that is meant to unfold in a certain way, it is going to unfold the way it is meant to. So there isn't that much that you you are supposed to do regarding that thing that you are avoiding, that thing that is blocking you. The only message that I pick up from this card is trust. And the card just flied off out of nowhere. I was not even shuffling the cards. I was just doing something and it just landed. So I'm gonna keep it there. I do feel that this is a way of universe to say to you to not get down, just to trust. Surrender and trust. Alright, let's take some more cards. Please, Spirit, is there something else that pile number two needs to know regarding that problem situation? Page of Pentacles in reverse and Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It does feel that the movement is a bit slower regarding that situation, regarding that blockage. Um, Indeed, I feel slowness. I mean, some kind of pace that feels almost like not moving at all, something that feels stagnation. Um, Looking at the Knight of Pentacles, I do see that this bunny is a bit more defensive, hiding behind that pentacle, using it as a armor, as a shield. So I do feel that this might trigger some kind of defensive reactions within you when someone is poking in your wound, when someone is digging something deeper within you regarding that past situation or that thing that you are not daring to talk about that makes you feel uncomfortable to go there, to look at it. The Page of Pentacles in reverse is telling me about desire to see what's beyond, desire to desire to overcome this in any kind of way. But at the same time, both cards are with the head down. Both cards came in reverse, which is leading me to the fact that you are recovering in some kind of way. You are not actually recovering, but more like your attention indeed needs to go more inwards. And I just noticed that there are some mountains behind the Page of Pentacles here. some white mountains. White's the color of peace. So I do feel that the deeper you go, the more you start accepting this, the more you start making peace with yourself regarding this, the more peace is going to grow within you. But indeed, from this Page of Pentacles, the main thing that I'm feeling is curiosity. Like, what's hidden beyond this? What's hidden on the other side? How my life would be if I was not, if I didn't have that blockage, if I didn't have that thing that was stopping me from moving forward. And once again, a message is popping up regarding the Nine of Wands in reverse. I do feel that this is some kind of a trauma that is not, well, you have patched it up, but it does feel as if it might reopen anytime. It doesn't feel like a trauma that has left you a scar, or if it has left you a scar, the scar is so deep that the wound might reopen. It's kind of sensation I'm picking up for some of you from the collective that is watching this. All right. Any other guidance, Spirit, regarding pile number 2 and their situation? Any other guidance? The Hermit and the Chariot in reverse. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. All right. So, Spirit is saying to you that the mind might be misleading with the Queen of Swords in reverse. You might not see the truth from objective perspective. Your perspective might be a bit more subjective because you are still bound to that pain, to that trauma, to that experience that you have had, whatever that experience it is, whatever that experience is. With the Hermit and the Chariot in reverse, this card, actually those two cards, both of them are saying to you to slow down and take your time and reflect on that situation. The Chariot in reverse is saying to you, this is not a time to take any action, to move any forward. It is better for you to go deeper within, to isolate yourself just a little bit, not completely isolate yourself from society, but just to find some time for yourself to just distinguish yourself from any kind of external noises, any kind of external distractions, and sink deeper within yourself with a hermit. I really feel that there is some kind of a deeper reflection, deeper observation, and that's actually the message for you, pile number 2. I do feel that that's the guidance that Spirit is trying to point you towards. And with the Queen of Swords in reverse, indeed, Spirit is saying to you, your vision is blurred. You are not seeing things from point of objectivity. All right. Um, let's take some animal spirit cards in order to get some more messages for you. So please, Spirit, what other messages do you have for pile number 2? Already we have 3 cards. I was planning to take 3 cards in total. Okay, let's reveal them one by one to make it more interesting. Fox Spirit, think on your feet. Okay, so we got this card for pile number 1, 2, for pile number 1 as well. The Fox Spirit, I do feel that it is representing a lot of wisdom. So this card is saying to you, think on your feet, but in a way I am feeling that the message meant for you is to think before you move. Take deep consideration, reflect, reflect before you make any movements, before you take any step or anything that leads you forward. Let's reveal the next card. The next card is Seahorse Spirit. The Seahorse Spirit is saying to you, watch and wait. In a way that I do feel that it is linking, I mean, it is leading towards some kind of surprise, some kind of unexpected outcome. I do feel that the seahorse is saying to you just to keep calm and just watch the situations unfold on their own pace, on their own way, without trying to rush forward, without trying to take control over anything. Just surrendering to destiny in a way that not being apathic without taking any step or any movement, but just allowing things to unfold on their own without trying to constantly and actively control every single detail of that unfoldment of the events. And finally, we have the sandpiper spirits. Be playful. And I'm literally looking at the feet of the sandpiper that's playing in the water. So indeed, the card is saying to you just to take things easier, be more playful, allow yourself to chill, to relax, to be in a bit more childlike frequency. Um, Literally, I do feel playfulness from this card, and the card is saying to you indeed to just let things go, take things easy, release that heaviness that you've been holding on, release that well, whatever you've been holding on. The Sandpiper Spirit is advising you just to take things easier. I mean, do not take things too seriously, too heavy. Try to look at things from a different perspective in order to embrace a little bit more light-heartedness within yourself. Alright, so I will stop here with this reading file number 2, but I will make more readings like this one and there will be more extended messages further on in my channel. So do not hesitate to hit the like button if this resonates and if you enjoyed the video, and also please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel in order to not miss out any future readings that I am going to provide for you. So that was it for today. Thank you very much for being with me, sending you many blessings, and let's meet again in another tarot reading. Bye! Last but not least, we have pile number 3, Lady Gaia. Okay, let me just check the message that Lady Gaia has for you. Your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome on Earth. Alright, so that message is actually quite beautiful. It is saying to you that everything that you have experienced on Earth, all the challenges that you see, they are not just challenges, they are lessons, things that your soul desired to learn, to work on in this Earth journey. And it is not a coincidence that you got Lady Gaia, which is related with Earth, with life on Earth. Um, this is actually leading me to the fact that we are all souls that are incarnated in human, I mean, that are having Earth experience. And this card is actually a reminder for you that your challenges, your troubles does not mean that you are not loved or that you are not appreciated. It actually wants to remind you that you are loved and appreciated regardless of all the challenges that you are facing, and to not take those challenges as a punishment. Take them as a lesson, as something that your soul desired to know, to learn. Alright, so I'm just going to place the card there and start with my tarot cards. First I will reshuffle. What I have for you, pile number 3, is one of my favorite tarot cards, the Lunalpin Tarot, my bunnies. And those cards are slightly bigger and slightly sturdier than the other tarot cards, but I mean they're quite fun to use. I mean I really like them. Okay, so let's get started. Please, Spirit, what is the thing that pile number 3 does not want to see? What is the thing that pile number 3 does not want to face? What is that thing that is there, but pile number 3 doesn't want to look at it? What is that blockage that will help pile number 3 grow? Okay, we have our answer. Page of Wands in reverse and Ten of Swords in an upright position. Huh. That is interesting message pile number 3. Here I'm picking up something about fear of being alone, fear of being left out alone, fear of dealing with all the challenges by yourself, fear of being betrayed by everyone, being stabbed in the back, and being left alone in some kind of space that feels unfamiliar, uncertain. It might also indicate a bit fear of intimacy, but not actually intimacy. A bit, yeah, it could indicate intimacy here with the Page of Wands in reverse. But mostly, I feel for most of you that this is some kind of fear of being alone or ending up alone. That that's another thing that makes a lot of sense with the Ten of Swords, because Ten of Swords is a card of ending. So I do feel that deep down, those people that selected pile number 3, though, I mean those people, you guys, that selected pile number 3, maybe many of you have fear of being alone, ending up alone. Okay. And having the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. Here another card that just came. We have Seven of Swords and we have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. In the Knight of Pentacles we have another shield. We have Knight that is moving very slow and having a shield. I do feel that this represents your energy. Having steady movement but slow movement, being precautious, keeping your shield up and high. Seven of Swords is telling me about lying to yourself, not being quite honest to yourself, or trying to avoid something, try to run away from something, and keeping the shield up, being defensive about it, being defensive about something. Please, Spirit, would you tell us more? Would you provide us more insights on that? The World card and the Moon card. Interesting combination here, two major arcanas. What gets my attention is that in all the cards we have rabbits that are by themselves. And it does indicate some kind of cycle, something that, some kind of a path that you are meant to walk on your own. Especially having the Moon card. The Moon is indicating facing your fears, going deeper, diving deep in your feelings and emotions, and even going in subconscious kind of level. The World card in an upright position is telling me about completion, about test, about some kind of challenge, something that you need to pass by yourself, some kind of individual lesson. So this does not want to indicate that you will be forever alone. No, that's not the case. The case here is that there is some kind of lesson that you are meant to learn by yourself. The other people are like some kind of guiding signs for you. They are not destination, they are guiding signs. They are leading you on that path that you are meant to walk by yourself. And indeed, in the Moon card, I feel that there is a lot of deep diving in your feelings and emotions and getting to know yourself better. Please, Spirit, is there something more that we need to know about that fear? What pile number 3 needs to work on? I mean, how this fear can be overcome, how the situation can improve. Four of Pentacles in upright, Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. Alright. I'm just looking at the cards in order to pick up the right message, and the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something that is familiar, holding on to something that feels as a stable structure. And the Two of Cups in reverse is telling me about a bit misalignment. So I do feel that some of you that are watching this, you might have experienced connections, relationships that were not quite balanced. connections and relationships that are coming more from your sense of security, desire to have something secure and stable. But this was not necessarily aligned. This was not necessarily synced with your true nature, with your personality. I mean, with the Two of Cups in reverse, I definitely feel some kind of a mismatch that was happening in those relationships or interactions that you have experienced with others. Okay, so please, Spirit, would you give us some guidance? What pile number 3 needs to do? In which direction pile number 3 needs to go? Or what is the thing that you would give as a guidance for pile number 3 regarding what we see? King of Wands in reverse. And the Sun card. Okay, well, what I'm perceiving actually here is that that's very interesting message. King of Wands is the strongest king. Well, not the strongest king, but the king that is governing with determination and action. And having this king with the head down in reverse position, it is telling me that you don't need a strong person to be standing next to you in order for you to be happy with the Sun card, because the happiness shines within you. The happiness shines from within towards outside. That's the message that I'm picking up from the Sun card. And it is like confirmations from spirits that is saying that in the end the sun is going to shine. In the end, what you're meant to find out, what you're meant to experience, you are going to experience it. And you are going to find happiness regardless of anything else. But it does feel that this happiness is coming from within pile number 3. First, you need to find it within yourself. And once you discover it, you won't even care what's going on outside of you, because you will feel peace and happiness within. That will give you that sense of stability that you were looking for in others. All right. Please, Spirit, are there any other guidances and messages that you have for the people that are watching me right now? 2 cards. Let's check them. 5 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Okay. The 5 of Swords is telling me about battles, about um, desire to achieve something, desire to fit some kind of expectations. And the Queen of Pentacles is telling me about being who you are, standing in your truth, holding on to your stability, to your core nature without changing, without trying to fit into patterns. So combining these 2 cards, what I feel that comes as a message, actually here I noticed that this rabbit, it does seem a bit like blind. I don't know, the eyes look a bit weird to me. As if we are going with life and we are trying to achieve this and that, but in the end, after we achieve this and that, we realize, okay, did I actually needed that? Was this actually that important? Was this the most important thing in life? And next to this card, we have quite opposite energy. We have the Queen that is showering in abundance, a Queen that is peaceful, holding her pentacle, being one with nature, being around trees, around nature. So, with those 2 cards, with these 2 cards, I feel that Spirit wants to say to you, is it really worth it to keep pushing yourself, to make sacrifices, to try to achieve things that you might not even want to achieve? Or is it better just to embrace yourself the way you are, be in full sync with yourself, and move forward with the Knight of Wands? Have determination, have that true sense of identity, that true sense of self, and just keep moving forward. It feels a bit like a question. Is it worth fighting for something, or is it worth being you, being aligned with yourself? Which one of those two options would allow you to charge forward, to move forward, or make you feel more happy and energized? All right. Um, but I do feel that the answer is clear. I do feel that Spirit wants to say to you, the more you stay yourself, the more energy you will have, the more determination you will have, and the smoother your life journey is going to go with the Knight of Wands. Alright, so let's take some animal spirits just like I did with the other piles and see what messages are meant for you. Pile number 3. The first animal spirit that is appearing is Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. Okay, so we can't have it all. The Flamingo Spirit is saying to you, embrace the in-between. This might also indicate that you are in some kind of transition period, that you are on the threshold of something, and maybe there is some kind of awakening that is going on, and you are not quite aware. I mean, you can see what is coming on the other side, but at the same time, you are still holding um, some of the residual energy from the previous chapters that you've been carrying. And this card is saying to you, embrace your journey the way it is. Right now, you are in something that feels in between, but you are in process of transition. This is not going to last forever. Alright, let's take another card. And another word. We have Swan Spirit. Time for a deep dive. Well, time for a deep dive. I feel that this card is about self-love, about self-reflection, but mostly about self-love, because the way I see this is forming a heart shape. So dive deep within yourself in order to love yourself better, in order to understand yourself better, in order to forgive yourself for all the what ifs, because the what ifs are not existent. You are walking a certain path, and there is nothing to regret about. I mean, destiny is destiny. It's not something that you can change. It is like a script that is unfolding, and your free will is determining your reaction to it, the way you will perform your role. So Swan Spirit is saying to you, give yourself a bit more love. Let's take another card. What is the final message? Okay, let's see which animal spirit we have for you. Sandpiper Spirit. Okay, be playful. So this card is saying to you to just take things easy and be a bit more playful. Try to enjoy life. Try to see things from a lighter kind of perspective. Do not go into heavy stuff. Take things lighter and be a bit more playful. Enjoy yourself instead of suffering under the rain. Embrace the rain. Dance under the rain. Well, especially if it's a warm rain. In the cold, I would understand that it would be not nice. But what the card is saying is to find a way to find joy in most life situations rather than um, focusing on those situations and making them appear bigger than what they are. So the card literally says to you, take it easy and try to see things from a lighter perspective. All right, let me take a look at the timer. Um, well, just like I did with the other piles, I'm going to stop here, pile number 3. I know that it feels a bit unfinished, but I'm going to make more readings like this one where more messages are going to pop up. Right now, I feel that it is good to stop here because Those readings are a bit more reflective, and people need some time to assimilate all the messages that are coming up. That's why I don't want to drown you with more and more messages and insights. That's why I'm going to stop here now, and we will continue this another time. So, if you like this video, please not hesitate to hit the like button, and also please not hesitate to subscribe for my channel in order to see more tarot readings from me. So, that was it for today. Thank you very much for being with me. Sending you many blessings, and let's meet again in another tarot reading. Bye!